Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Carol the Diva. My hair is washed and blown out to make it easier for me to do these box braids today. The extension I'm using for the style today is from Easy Braid Professional. It's 36 inches and the color is number 1 because I want it to be jet black. To start my hair, I'm going to part off a section in the front so I could work on the back first. And I usually do this because it makes it so much easier for me to braid my own hair.
Give me on a loop now. Go now anywhere you wanna go now. Bad man, me I put you on a first class. So baby, what you gonna do? Calling all your friends when they come through.
This is what I'm holding in my hand. Some of you guys are familiar with it because I've used it so many times when I'm doing my hair. It is my braider band from BTL and I'm going to put it on my hand so I can put my jam on it. This way the jam will be more accessible to me when I'm doing my hair. I've already separated the pieces of hair to go into my hair and I've hung them on my braider's rack. This braider's rack is from BTL. I will link it in the description box, so if you guys are interested, you could check them out for it and other products that they have, and I will be showing you guys more products from them today in the video, so definitely stay tuned for that. This is the jam that I'm going to be using in my hair today. I'm going to go ahead and add some onto my braider's band. And to do that, I'm going to be using a wand. And this is also from BTL/Magic Collection. It's on the same website, so you guys could check them out to find it. This is what it looks like. I'm going to dig into my jam using it and then apply it onto the braider's band. And you might be wondering, why do I need this? But as you can see, I'm wearing nails and I hate when I dig into the jam and it's all over my fingers and stuff like that and gets under my nails. So using this is just perfect. And just like that, I place it on the braider's band and then I just put it down on a piece of paper towel or something for when I'm ready to use it again. Now that I have everything how I want it to make my life so much easier, I'm gonna go ahead and start braiding my hair. I like to start off by adding jam on the back of my hair like you see me doing here. And how easy was that, me taking the jam right off the braider band and apply it onto my hair. Usually I would have to keep turning around or keep the jam on my lap, which it would sometimes fall to the floor and I don't want that, so I feel like this is so much better. To part my hair in the back is usually the easiest part of parting the back of my hair, and most of you guys said that it's hard for you, but if you just do one sweep across parting your hair, it will be so much easier than doing it more than once for one straight parting. I mean, that's the best advice I can give you on this. Just do one sweep apart and you'll get it. After parting my hair, I like to apply more jam, and this is why my hair always has so much jam, but I don't mind because the jam definitely helps my hair to blend in with the synthetic hair seamlessly, so why not? Now I'm gonna go ahead and take my first section out, and for this row I'm only gonna be doing 3. I will be showing you guys how I hold the hair to start my braid off, but I will wait until I get to the front because that way I'll be facing the camera. I feel like it will be so much easier to show it to you guys instead of keep turning around to do so. As you can see, I'm adding more jam as I go, and easily I reach over and grab the piece of hair that I want to use and voila, start braiding my hair. So having the hair on the braider's rack make it so much easier for me instead of keep grabbing, the bundle of hair and taking out pieces as I go along. Another good thing about hanging the hair on the braider's rack previously to doing my hair is this way I could have the same size for each section that I'm going to be doing instead of, keep taking them out while they're already in my head and I don't have anything to, judge the size off of or compare the sizes to. So I think it just makes sense. Now I'm moving on to the second braid and I'm just going to do the same thing that I did with the first one. I added my jam, then I grabbed my piece of hair that's sitting on the rack waiting for me. Now I'm just gonna braid it in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the third one and then move on to the second row.
Body nice. See, I got them here, them are moving right. See, the girls, them I got me hypnotized. Them I make a bad man feel alright. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Man, I tell her me she go low. Say you gonna get me when I'm all low. Man, I tell her me she go low. Bad man, I put you in a photo. Countdown, she a put me on a rundown. Go down, she a give me on a loop now. Go now, anywhere you wanna go now. Bad man, me a put you on a first class.
This is the final one I'm doing in the back. In this row, I did 3 of them there. They are not as big as the rest of them, but if I had made it 2, it would have been too big. So 3 was just perfect. Now I'm finally up to the front, and to part the side off, I'm gonna be parting it slanted, as most of you guys that watch my box braid video already know. I know some of you guys are new to my channel, so let me go ahead and explain to you why I'm parting my hair like this. When I part my hair slanted like this, when I get up to the middle, the partings on the left side will match up perfectly with the parting on the right side. I'm taking out some of my edges on purpose because I don't know, for some reason I just feel like having some edges out today, so I could brush them how I want them. Now I'm going to show you guys how I start my braid off. First, I get the piece of hair I'm going to use, and then I split it in two, and I make sure that one side is bigger than the other, as you can see here. Now I'm going to go ahead and loop them around each other, as you see me doing here. The side with the smaller piece, I'm going to hold it tightly where they both interlock so they don't move. I'm also adding some jam on it to keep the hair nicely together. Now I'm going to use these two fingers, my pointing finger and my middle finger, and watch where I'm going to put them. I went in to the side of the braid and then push it in between the two pieces that I'm holding together. And now I'm gonna use that piece in my left hand and put it in between the pointing and middle finger from the back. And that's how I do it. Don't worry, I'm gonna show you guys again one more time in another clip. I try to focus on this part here because a lot of you guys been commenting that you can't get it. Even though some people say they get it, and you know, if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't know how to braid their hair. But I mean, it is easy for some people to learn because some people are visual learner, but then again, then it's gonna be a little bit harder for some. So I'm just trying my very best here because this is the only way I can actually teach you, because we're not doing like a one-on-one thing. Here we go again. I'm going to show you guys one last time how I do it. I split the hair in two with one side bigger than the other. I keep the smaller side in my left hand and I hold it tightly where they both interlock. Then with my pointing finger and my middle finger, I'm going to put it in between, you know, both sets of hair. And as I do that, I'm going to bring it back, coming through the two bigger pieces of hair. And then the smaller piece, I'm going to put it in between my pointing finger and my middle finger, going from the back. And that's how I grab the hair, that's how I hold it to start the braids. This, what I'm doing here is just throwing the hair off my hand to get them all in the same direction. You know, after doing all that twisting and turning and flipping with the hair, I just want them all to be in the same direction, you know, so it'll be easier to control when I start to braid it in. Now, if you guys have any questions about what I just showed you, please leave them down in the comment box below. I will get back to them as soon as I possibly can. Now I'm on to the very last one, and I'm always excited when I get to this part because I know it's just a breeze from here, even though I have the ends to finish, but that's always easy because I could finish the ends wherever I'm at, whatever I'm doing. Well, not whatever I'm doing, but you know, it depends on what I'm doing or where I'm at. I could finish the ends and not have to sit, you know, in front of the mirror to complete that.
Body nice. See,
Now I'm all done with the most of it, the worst part of it, the hardest part of it. So what I'm gonna do now is finish the ends, and I will be back on camera to do the finishing touches. It is the next day, guys, and I'm back on camera. I'm gonna go ahead and lay my edges because I leave them out on purpose, so I will have some edges to, lay down. To lay them down, I'm gonna be using my edge control from Edge Effect, and this worked wonders on my edges.
So baby, what you gonna do? Calling all your friends when they come through. So they really your number one I control. So you really meant for the girls when they come through. Come through. Bad man, say she really want, she try to be the one. Calm down, take it slow. Say the girl let my come in on me yard, them a give me low. If you tripping, let me know what you really want. Is it riding with me or you really dirt? Them my girls, them a tell me that you really not. Make up your mind, let me know if you really got.
You guys know I like to oil my scalp whenever I do my braids, and today I have 3 different bottles of oil from BTL. Yes, they have 2 new ones. One of them I'm used already, and so I'm very excited to try them. First up is the one that I've been using all the time, and I'm just gonna go ahead and smell all 3 of them just to have some kind of comparison between the 3. This one in the orange bottle, it will be my first time trying it. I'm gonna go ahead and smell it. So I believe it smells fruity, but I cannot say exactly what fruit it smells like. Maybe kind of like a peachy smell, I'm not sure, but I guess you guys will be so much better at the smell than I am. As for this one in the green, I gotta say I really like the smell of it, and it's not that I don't like the others. I really do like them too, but for some reason this smell minty. It smells like some kind of herb. So I don't know. I am so drawn to it because of that reason. So I went ahead and used the green one, of course. This is most definitely one of my favorite things to do with my hair, and this is why I like box braids so much, or anything that exposes my scalp, because I like to put oil on it. For some reason it feels so relaxing, and I know it's good for my hair also. Next up, I'm going to use my BTL mousse on my hair, and this is going to help with any flyaway hair that I may have, and it's also going to give it a nice smooth finish look. Now I'm gonna tie my hair down, and I'm gonna go do my makeup. Then I'll be back to show you guys what it looks like. Hey, so this is what it looks like, guys. I am so obsessed with it, but honestly I was not liking it while I was doing it. I definitely did have my doubts for some reason, even after I was done doing it. Before, I did the edges, and before I added my mousse, before I dip it in hot water. Yes, I did. I dip it in hot water. That's the reason why the ends look so nice and silky. But yeah, after I was done doing the little touches to finish it off, I actually really did fall in love with it. It took me approximately 6 hours to complete, but it was definitely worth every hour, every minute spent on it, because it came out looking flawless. I mean, I feel flawless, and that's all that matters. It came out just the way I was expecting it. All the products that I've used today, except for the braiding here, of course, are from BTL, and I will list and link them all down below in the description box. So definitely do check that out if you're interested in purchasing any of these products. A lot of you guys on Instagram and even some of you on YouTube have been asking how do I get these products, and yes, whenever I make these videos I link them down in the description box, so definitely check them out. If this is your first time on my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe and hit the notification bell so you will be notified whenever I post a new video. I am so close to hitting 50k subscribers and I am so excited about it, and I wouldn't get this far without y'all help. So if you're new on my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that subscription button and subscribe to my channel and help me get to that 50k. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Say she want, say she really want, she try to be the one. Calm down, take it slow. Say the key, let my come in, me yard, them a give me low. If you tripping, let me know what you really want. Is it riding with me?